Hey everybody, this is Solitomb. It is one of my favorite games right now. It's incredibly fun, so I thought I would just walk you through how to play and show you some tips for playing well. It's by Jakub Wasilewski, who made the game Slipways, which is also fantastic. He makes these games in Pico 8 and then translates them over into a bigger version. So Slipways already had that treatment, and this is the Pico 8 version of Solitomb, and he's working on the bigger version now. But it's still very, very fun in this current state. Okay, so when you start the game up, I've been mostly playing on itch, so this is like a fresh save. You have one character to select, so you can just select that. I'm going to choose the hardest difficulty available. Usually I play on Nightmare mode, but that's not unlocked yet. Um, so it's a game, you move around like solitaire, but you're trying to build poker hands. So straights, flushes, full house, X of a kind, all those things count. And so, for instance, we could do this like 12, 11. We don't have a 10, so that wouldn't be great. We have 4, 3, 2. We have actually 5, 4, 3, 2, which is pretty good. We could do 5, 4, 3, 3, 2, or 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. And the way that the hands work, you get bonuses for any of the hands that are present in the 5 cards that you create. So I'll show you an example. So we're going to put this over here to get this out of the way. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Sorry, 3, 3, 2. So this is going to be, you can see it here. So there's a pair of cards. There's the 2 3s. There's a flush because there's 3 attack cards. And there's a straight that goes 5, 4, 3, 2. And the bigger of a version of a thing you get, the more points you get for it. But they're not actually points. The bonuses you get become attack and defense. And so there's hero cards and enemy cards. Our hand currently is all hero cards. Attacks, defends, and health potions are all hero cards. Treasures are kind of a special case. I'll get to those in a second. Then the green and black cards over here are both enemy cards. The black ones are undead. The green ones are beasts. There's not too much of a difference between those. There's a couple of powers that affect them, but pretty much they both act the same. They both deal you damage when you try to attack them. So we'll run this hand, and you're going to see it kind of ping up all the points we get. We're going to get attack from this, defense from this, and the bonuses you get both attack and defense. Those are really the most important thing to be looking out for. Okay, so we now have 25 attack and 18 defense. So we can actually pick both of these up at the same time and just kill them. And you see we're going to take a little bit of damage. We're going from 20 to 15. That's because we don't have enough block to actually block all of the damage that's incoming. But that's okay. You kind of want to take some damage at the beginning because that allows you to use the health potions the best you can. So we're going to do this, and we also see we're going to get some mana down here. Mana you can use to fuel your spells, and you get mana by killing monsters, especially big monsters. You also get mana for killing multiple monsters in the same hand. So we're going to get a little extra mana from killing these both at once. Also, when you kill monsters, you reveal more cards from the top of the stacks. So that's kind of why you can't just fiddle around forever. Actually, sorry, that's not the reason. That's one of the reasons you want to attack things is so that that'll happen. But the real reason you don't want to fiddle around forever is we've got this nice little demon man who has given us our powers in the lore of the game. And he gets bored if you take too long to do stuff. So if we just kind of fiddle around, like let's say I'm going to like try to make another straight here. Actually, let's move this over here. I'm going to stack these. I'm building another straight kind of thing. So now you see I'm taking damage. Every move I'm going to take an extra damage. And then you start taking 2 damage and then 3 damage. And it adds up really fast. So you need to be paying attention to that as you play. I'm going to take a little bit extra damage. So these treasure cards, basically you want as many treasures in a row. They don't stack with anything else. You can't move them on anything else. So they're kind of unwieldy, but they're the main way you get extra money besides killing more monsters. And the money is really important because you can spend it to get new abilities between floors. And those are like the main thing that you want to be improving your power over the course of the game. Okay, so let's take this attack. We're gonna kill this, so we're gonna flip all these cards up. Boom. And wow, that was pretty lucky we got all these treasures. So because 5 is the maximum hand size, 5 treasures is basically as good as you're gonna get. And let's see. So Another interesting thing you can do is I could do this. You can see this 10 is going to turn into a 3. So we can actually kind of change the values of the cards to manipulate them. We could also, if we want it to be a 5, our attack power like goes down every turn. So you can see we could do this, and do this. And now I can attack this for 3 damage, and that's going to turn it into a 6, which will let us create a full house. So that's kind of like a fun little trick you can do. So we're going to put these over here. We have a little extra move timer. We're going to take 1 damage, but that's okay. We're about to heal. So I'm going to move these over here. And in general, you want to, because you reveal 2 cards from every stack when you kill a monster, you want to ideally stack things up so that there's more like surface area, basically. So now we're going to reveal these 2 cards, and we wouldn't have if we hadn't moved these first. So I'm going to pull off these treasures for the same reason, get a bunch of extra money. Now we're going to take this. We're going to reveal a bunch of things. This is going really, really well. Yeah, much better than things usually go for me. Okay, so these are our 2 powers. This is the warrior power. It's our class ability. Always starts off costing 1 mana. And it just gives us straight up 3 attack and 3 defense. This is a really strong ability, especially if you're clearing things out at the end of a floor. And then aggression creates an attack card with rank equal to half your power. So currently I was playing at mana. This is power. So half our power right now we have 12, so half would be 6. And this is useful because it lets you basically create new stuff to use in your hand. So I'm going to use that right now. I'm going to make another full house here. And let's see. I'm going to pull off this treasure because there's no more treasure left. So this is as good as it's going to get. And that means we can move these over here. So we have extra space here. And then, is there anything else we want to do? I guess it's probably worth fiddling around with this a little bit. Again, just to get some extra space out of it. Okay, so now we can pull these off. And so ideally, we will, at the end of this, have killed all the monsters. That's basically the main way to get more money besides the treasures. And that's the main thing we want to maximize in the first round of the game. So we have this 12 attack right now. I could attack this 12 and kill it, although I would have to use this 8, because if I move the 8, I forget if I said this already, but when you move cards, your attack and defense goes down by 2. So we wouldn't be able to kill the 12. We would be able to turn it into a 2, which is kind of interesting because then we could put the 2 over here and be more of a straight. I might just do that. We're going to take a lot of damage, but that's okay. We still have some healing left. We could also, this is looking like a good 11, 10, 9, could be 8, 7. So I could bring, maybe that's better actually. Yeah, let's try this. And I'm basically just using this extra little power to attack these guys. Okay, we got some more power over here. Actually, attack. It's a little confusing. I wish this was called mana, but oh well. Okay, let's just kill this right now while we have a chance. Now we have 7s, 5s. There aren't any more 6s. I could create a 9. That might be good. After I create the 9, we'd go down to 15 mana. Half of that, I forget if it's rounded up or down. I guess we can tell it's rounded down here. So half of 15 would be 7. So we create a 9 and then a 7. That's pretty good. We'll be able to make another full house. Full houses are worth a lot of points. A full house worth plus 12 points. The only other hands that are worth more than that are a 5 of a kind flush, or a 5 of a kind and a 5 card flush, which are both much harder to get. So full houses are kind of like the way to go if you can. So I'm just going to create these 2 right now. And then I can pull this over here. And yeah, let's do this. Alright, and now we might want to start considering using our warrior ability. Every time you use ability, the power cost goes up by 1. So that's to incentivize you to actually use different ones sometimes. But before we do that, might as well just kill this 8. It's hanging around. So we could do 5, 4, 3 as a flush. We could do 5, 5, 4, 4. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So let's do that. I'm just going to pull this 3 off to heal, because I don't think we're going to use it, really. Yeah, so let's do this. And now we just have this 10 left, and we can create a ton of power for ourselves to kill it. And we can heal up to full. Not that it matters, you heal after every floor anyway. Okay, so we got a nice amount of money to spend in our shop. We get to see the elites that are upcoming, which there's a different 2 elites every game, and that kind of determines what kind of builds you might want to build, because they have certain strengths and weaknesses. So this is a troll. Trolls regenerate unless you hit it with a 3 of a kind. So that can include a full house or a 4 of a kind, or you could do like a partial straight and a partial 3 of a kind. But you do need 3 of a kind, or else it just won't die. In battle, there's some other ways you can kill monsters. But and the zombie poisons you on attack, which is really annoying. Basically, it just deals extra damage to you when you move until you heal. So the way to deal with these cards, trolls, you want to add cards to your deck that will make there be more X of a kind. You can see trolls are 8s, 7s, and 6s, so if you can add more of those, that is good, because you can more likely put it in a 3 of a kind. And then zombies, I mean, having more healing is nice for them, but there's not too much you can do to counteract them. You kind of have to just deal with it. Okay, so what did I say? We wanted more of these, but we don't have that option. We can take one of these for extra money, which might be nice. We might be able to buy 2 things instead of 1. And then, yeah, I mean, 1s aren't great because you don't start with any 1s, so that won't help with X of a kind. Usually it's easy to get a lot of 2s, so I'm going to take this. This will also help with flushes because it counts as 2 suits. And then, okay, this is pretty great card. This turns any undead into, like, it flips it into a good card. If we look back down here, there won't be any zombies that are 5 or less, and control undead only works with undead that are 5 or less, so unless we find some way to deal damage to them, that's not going to help so much. We also have to remember we already have the warrior class ability, we already have aggression, so we're able to create attack cards. This could be good. You create an attack, you turn it into a defense, maybe, but I don't like this ability too much. It's pretty cheap, so I think that's why it's not very strong. Sapphire Ring, flush bonuses give an extra +2. I don't know how many flushes we're going to have. We did just take this, which makes it slightly more likely, but we could just take these 2. I mean, turning it into an attack defend card is pretty good. And then also we have this aggression, which tends to create flushes, because if you're creating a lot of attacks, those will probably be flushes. This card is also pretty strong. It basically, if you have a ton of attack, you can like create a defense to match it, and vice versa. Let's do these 2. I think that's going to be best for us. Okay. Another thing, usually I like to go for passive abilities when I can, because if you think about it, you only have so much mana to spend, and the abilities do get more expensive, but not that much more expensive. So it's usually good to have like 1 or 2 actives and then a lot of passive abilities. So I'm kind of full up on actives right now. I'd really like to get more passives if I can. Okay, so here is one of the trolls. So we need to hit it with a 3 of a kind. So we have 3 6s on the board, so that's like an obvious thing to do. But this 6 is stuck behind this 12. That's a little bit annoying. We could try to like dig up until we find something to move the 12 onto, or we could just tank some damage from the 12. We could, like, for instance, use this class ability twice, attack it, and then it'll be 2 6s. That's pretty good. I might do that. We won't be able to move this then, but we could just use 4 of a kind 6s, or we could do 3 6s and 2 2s. Yeah, I think I like that. So let's do this. It's always good to get these elites off the board early, because they can be pesky. Okay, let's see. So am I gonna get greedy? I should just take this treasure off now. We have this bandwidth. Okay, so like I said, I'm moving everything to 1 column, so it'll reveal maximum area. I'm gonna kill this guy now, and it's nice that we're leaving a 7 because there's gonna be more trolls than there's 7s. There's gonna be a 7 and an 8 left. You can see they're like wreathed like that. The 7, 6, and 8. All right. Okay, so we have 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. That could be good. We have 2 8s. We could just attack something. We could just pull this off and create a 7. That's pretty good. We have a lot of 7s already, so we could get another full house going. I think that's what I'm going to do. When you have a lot of shield like that, it's good to make use of it somehow. So, yeah, let's try 7s and 5s. 7s and 5s. I am going to get slightly greedy. I think we can just drink this. We've already used a lot of our 6s, so those aren't going to help that much. And then we can move this over here. You can see I'm kind of preparing a straight here if we find another 7. Move this over here. And so I could pull this off, and that would be... I'm being a little bit greedy by leaving these, but I think that I'm going to be able to clear this board, and so I'm leaving these treasures so that I can stack them up higher and get more money out of them. Oh, that's not great. Huh. I thought that we were going to be able to kill those two, but it looks like I stacked too many enemies in here without thinking about it too much. So we could create something. If we could make a flush somehow, that would be great. We can't. Well, so we could pull off something else to like aid in the attack. We could, what does this look like? Yeah, we could just run that. I mean, it's not great. We could just burn this class ability again. I might do that. Really, with aggression, you want to be storing up a lot of power at the beginning, because since it goes off of half the power you currently have, it's good to like get all the way to the top so you're making bigger cards. And control undead is really strong too, but you have to, it's situational. You have to have an undead card of 5 or lower, which we're going to make one. We're going to make a 2 of this. We're also going to go down to 0 health, which is obviously not good. I think I am actually going to do this because it lets us heal up and just kill this guy. And then maybe we can do this now. And that turns, okay, this is great because now this is going to be a 5, which allows us to turn undead it. And really, it's the best case scenario for it to be a 5 because once we turn it, it's going to be a good card, and so we want it to be a higher number. So we could do like a 8, 7, 6, 5 situation. Seems pretty good. I'm going to do that. Alright. I think 3 of these is fine. We have another 3 of them. And like I said, you can't stack them past 5 of them anyway, so 2 sets of 3 is like pretty good bonus anyway. And then might as well make this a pair, I guess. Or no, I'm just gonna pull it off. Yeah. Okay, so we knew this was coming. We need to stack it with a 3 of a kind at least. Ideally, it would be a full house. This 3 is great because now, yeah, okay, I see a path. So this will become a 3. This will become our full house. And do we want to do any more monkeying first? I think this is fine. Yeah, let's do this. So our ring is not working right now because we don't have enough health. So it'd be nice to heal up. We don't really have too much healing left. We have that 9, which is nice. We could start using this ability now that we have a lot of power. So creating an 8 could be good. We could do like a 9, 8, 7, 6. And we could even get a flush in there, although we're not getting bonuses for flushes right now. We could attack this, put it down to a 5, and then turn undead it. I'm going to do that. I know we take a bunch of damage, but we can just heal back from this. We can turn undead this. And this is going to give us some really nice, like, flush potential, I think. 6, 5, 4. I'm going to have to pull off this just to get this going. But this is a really nice flush and a straight at the same time. So we might be able to use this to kill these guys. And hopefully we'll get some healing soon. Okay, so this might be a problem. We have 1 7 left, so we have 3 7s here. I might do the thing I just did, where I'm gonna take. So you can kind of go beneath 0, and then you're 1 away from death, and you can heal back up, which is a nice trick to use sometimes. Let's try to go for 9s and 7s for this guy. Move this over here. See what's hiding here. That's great. Really good for us. Let's get our money. And we can do this. We don't have too many. That 5 can turn undead, so that's good. Yeah. We're going to go up to 21 power, so we might want to use this first and create a 10. And then we will still go up to 21, because we're killing an elite, and we're killing 2 things at once. Alright. And now, we might as well just, like, attack this thing. Put it down to a 5. Turn undead this. And bing, bang, boom. We got him. We still have a lot of gold left. Alright, zombies coming up. The way the floors work, you face the first elite, then you face the second elite, then you face both elites together, and that's the final floor. It's kind of like a musical structure that way. It's like a chorus and a bridge or whatever. Okay, so these are going to be pretty good. Remember, we want flushes, and we also want X of a kind, and we already have extra 2s, so having more 2s helps with that a little bit. Okay, face down elites are highlighted in red. Some of the elites are like really scary if you don't know where they are, but these elites doesn't really matter too much, so keen senses is not great here. Adding an attack symbol is not really good because we can already kind of do that with aggression. Backstab is pretty strong. It can get you out of some tricky situations, especially with the elites that we have. The trolls only regenerate in battle, I believe, so we can use backstab to kill it if we like run out of X of a kind at the end. So I'm leaning towards that. Having a... Ooh, this is really good too, though. So like I was saying, we're not going to have that much more mana. And I feel like we can... This might be like foolhardy, but... Actually, you know what? Let's take Steadfast. Steadfast is usually not the best thing in the world, but it's pretty good against the zombies, because this says you don't take move damage until it reaches 2, so it basically makes us immune to the first couple turns of poison. We could also take Soul Catcher, which would give us more power, which would let us feel our abilities more, but I think this is going to be stronger for us, so let's take that. Okay, what are we seeing? We have 2 7s. We have 2 2s. We have 7 6 5. We have 7 7 6 5. We have... What can we turn undead? We could pull this off as a 3 and then put this to a 4 on turn undead if we wanted to, but that's kind of wasteful, I think. Actually, we have 5 4 3 2. We have 6 5 4 3 2. Okay, that's probably what we should do then. So let's go here. Actually, we could do 7 6 5 4 3 2. 7 6 5. Yeah. Well, we have to move this anyway, so let's see. Okay, now we can choose what to do with this. So we could just pull off these. That's pretty strong. I think I am going to do this because we also get the flush, and Sapphire Ring gives us an extra +2 on flush bonuses, which if you think about it, kind of scales not the same way that flushes usually do. Usually flushes, you can see a 3 flush is worth 4 points, 4 flush is worth 9 points, and a 5 flush is worth 15 points. So by adding a +2 to all of them, it makes the 3 flushes worth more in comparison, based on how hard they are. So it's nice to get a 3 flush in when we can, and we'll be able to attack these later anyway. So I'm gonna just do a little bit more cleaning up here, and I think we can pull this off and then kill all of these at once. Am I being too greedy by doing this? I mean, that's killing all of them. This is gonna add a flush to it, so yeah, we're gonna get a ton of mana from this. It's a quad kill, so you can see we're going from 4 mana to 10 mana. which is great. We are going to become poisoned, but we have steadfast to help with that. So here we go. Quadruple kill. Right, now we have 4 attack left, so we can do this. So we can turn it. So I haven't actually tried steadfast with this. I believe that it won't damage us. Great, okay. What to do next? Let's pull off these treasures. We could do 7, 6, 5, 4. We could do 7, 6, 6, 6, 5. Could do 7, 6, 6, 6, 5, 4. The 4 is nice because it makes again a 7, 6, 6, 5. Let's heal to get rid of the poison. I think this is pretty good. We don't have our bonus from the sapphire ring because we have taken too much damage. That's okay. Okay, that's pretty good. We're gonna get a fresh round of cards. We'll have a lot of attack to deal with them. We could kill that 10 pretty easy. Could kill the 6 and then heal and then kill the 10. The 6 might be useful for us. We could do like a. We already have. Yeah, let's just get rid of this elite. I don't like leaving elites around. But that's kind of interesting. I didn't mean to do that, but having 1 enemy is not the worst thing in the world because it lets you get like multi kills easier. Could do 9, 8, 7, 6. Could do 3. We could do 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. Let's try that one. All right. So we're not back to Sapphire Ring territory, but we are at least living. It's probably worth turning this into a 1. 13s are dangerous and 1s are not. We have 3 8s here. We have 3 8s and 2 5s, but the 5s are kind of hard to get to. We have 7. We could do like 8, 7, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. That's pretty good. Yeah. Let's use our steadfast to fiddle with these. Steadfast is making us not take damage from having this meter filled up here. Great. Okay. Almost back to Sapphire Ring. We could take this out. We could do this and setting that to 4 is pretty nice because we can turn undead it. There's also a lot of undead cards, so we could maybe get a flush going there. We could just kill this. It's pretty good. We can leave this for later. We can also, if we can end up putting this 9 in here, 10, 9, 8 of all the same color is nice. I think I'm just going to take the chance to get rid of this 13. The high numbers are so hard to get rid of usually. It's nice to be able to do that when you can. I could set that to a 1. Oh no, I can't really. What does this look like? Oh, I die. Okay, don't want to do that. That's decent. If we get more mana first, or more health first, we will activate our Sapphire Ring. I mean, if we get another, well, the last beast is pretty hefty. We could just activate this a couple times. It's not the worst. Create a 6. I'm gonna create this first because we have extra power, and then I'm just gonna activate this a couple times. Get a bunch of our mana back. We create a 4, which is not the worst because now we can use that to do like a 5, 4, 3, 6, 5, 4, 3 situation. That's pretty good. Let's do this. Still getting a little bit dangerous. We don't have a ton of good cards left, but it's not too bad. I think I'm gonna pull this off and not get too greedy. Yeah, let's do this, I think. We can turn this into a 2, turn this into a 1. We have 3 8s. We could create a flush or a full house with 8s and 7s. So another detail is to exit a floor, you must defeat enough enemies with these gems. So we're going to need to defeat this enemy. We also need to defeat all of the elites. So we need to kill this. We need to kill this. We don't need to kill these two, but it would be nice to because we get more money. If we... No, I bet I can turn this into... I could figure out a way to turn this into a... I could turn undead it. Creating a 5 doesn't do too much. If I move this over here, move that, then that, that would require 1, 2, 3. So I'd be down to 4 attack. I should probably just take this opportunity to kill this thing or get it down to a 1. And then we can do this. Okay, that's pretty nice actually, because we get it down to a 4. Let's get this ready first. So now we can turn this and kill this. We have killed all enemies and gotten a good deal of gold for it. All right, so now this is the hardest floor. This is what's all been coming down to. So what do we want? Adding a card to our deck is usually pretty good. I'm kind of inclined to just add both of these. Do we really need the money? Maybe not. Turning a 2 into a 7 is okay, but it's not great. Yeah, I'm just gonna add both of these, I think. Okay, this is one of the best actives in, or yeah, always active, passive in the game. If you have a hand that includes all 5 suits, you get a bunch of extra points. It goes against our Sapphire Ring a little bit, but honestly, the ring is not like the best card in the world. Preparation is cool. It increases by 1 the rank of all hero cards in 1 stack, but we already have things that do stuff like that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take this. Yeah. We'll definitely use it at least a little bit. It's nice to have the option. And just 7 bonus points out of nowhere is really good in this game. Okay, so we need a 3 of a kind at least to get that. We could go for a 4 of a kind. We could also... So here already we're starting to think about the Sapphire, or this multi-hued orb, right? Attack, beast, heal, defend. We just need an undead. So if we stacked this with the 10, we would get that bonus, which is really good. And we get that off the board. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's get these all together. Yeah, that's great. Do we want to do anything else with these? That's going to deal us 2 damage. But that's okay, because we have health to spare, because we're going to heal 7, so might as well do this. These guys are sellswords. Your treasures turn into sellswords in the last round, because the money doesn't matter anymore. They give you +1 attack and +1 defense, and they stack with sellswords like the treasures do, and they give triangular points. They give more bonuses in a larger group. I generally just use them as ways to basically resetting the move counter. They aren't very good in my experience, so I'm just going to do that here. And take this. And we can be a little bit relaxed with our attacks because we have a way of creating more attacks for our multi-hued orb. We also, turning undead is a good way of helping the multi-hued orb because the turn undead turns into cards that have 2 suits, which count double for it. That's pretty nice. Okay, so if we move this 6 over, we'll have 7 left. We can attack this. It'll turn into a 6 as well. We'll have a bunch of 6s, which is nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that because now that we have these, we have another rainbow full house, which is great. We might as well move things around before then, though. We're going to need a triplet for that. Okay, actually, I'm gonna replace this with this one so we get it off the board. And what else do we want to do? We probably want to do this at least. And then I think I'm gonna leave this where it is because we might want to do something like here to here and get a straight. Let's just kill these for now. Getting a pentakill would be awesome because that's worth a ton of points. We might be able to do it with our warrior ability. It'd be a little tricky. We do have a lot of stuff left over. Let's create. Let's be crazy. Let's go for it. Yeah. Okay. It's not a pentakill. Sorry, it's a quad kill. Still really good. Great. All right. We could turn this into a 5. We would have to take poison damage for it, but I think that's pretty good. You're a 5 now. It's funny. It still keeps the elite picture. Okay, so we probably want to make a full house with that if we can. Do we? I don't know. Just leave it for now. Probably want to heal. I might just pull off this 2 to heal. We also create like a... Actually, we can create a full house here. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then might as well do this now. Okay, so we're not poisoned anymore. We have a lot of attack we want to use up at the same time, ideally. We actually we can get this rainbow here. It's pretty good. Let's just pull this guy off to clear more space. All right. We have a lot of, only a couple elites left, and a lot of them are 6s, so that's nice. Do this. We could, let's just kill this 13, and then we can create 8, 7, 6 of these, which is nice. Do 9, 8, 7, 6. Do 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Seems pretty good. Any other stuff I want to do? I guess this is good. Do? Yeah. Oh, we're at full mana. I should have used something first. Oh well. Do that now. We create a 10. 10 attack is very strong. We are poisoned. That's okay. Could do 6, 6, 6, 4, 4. Could do 6, 6, 6, 5, 4. Let's just heal ourselves and do this. It's probably the simplest thing. Oh my gosh, I forgot again. Well, we're fine. We're doing really well. I'm not really worried, but I should definitely be using some abilities here. Yeah, might as well be this. Okay, where are we now? 7, 6, 7, 6, 6. Just pull it off and kill it. I could turn that into a 4. Could just kill this thing. Let's see. Got some 9s left. These 2 are 9s. Let's drink this. Not a 9. Well. Oh. Awkward. One of these last things, both of these are 9s. They're both 9s. That's the last triplet we have to make a 3 of a kind with. Do I want to pull these off? Not really. But also, I don't know. Sure. Okay, 999. And then ideally we'd like to make a... Oops. Took a lot of damage there for no reason. let's do this. Rainbow, yay! Okay, well, this shouldn't be too hard. Let's do this. No more rainbows for us. We can do... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ta-da! We win! So, we don't have a super high final score, partially because of the difficulty we're on. You get a bonus for the difficulty level. You also get a bonus if you're playing as the peasant, which is like the meme difficult character, difficult mode. We get bonus for remaining HP, which is pretty good. We get bonus for remaining power, which is pretty good. We get bonus for remaining gold, which was decent, not amazing. We also get bonus points for having big like quad kills and triple kills and stuff, which we did a couple of. So yeah, that's Solitomb. I might upload 1 or 2 more videos of it because I really love this game. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. You should check out the game. I'll leave a link in the description. It really is one of my favorite games right now. It's really fun, and I think you'll like it. So yeah, see ya.